Okie dokie, let's get back into Doki Doki. I took a break to rest my voice for a couple minutes. And then it was cold in my room, so I put on a hoodie, so I'm nice and warm and cozy, and we can get back to this. Very cozy. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon underestimate what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but it feels somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading my book instead. Sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's against Yuri's, and I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with the right arm, with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you, a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses a lot of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Thomas, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. Compliments. Why are you saying it all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared James' poems. Fuck! We might not have enough time. Wait too long. Yuri exhale, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Certain book causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some reading tonight. Would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be a little bit more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright, I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, slip it back in my bag. Going for that Yuri live. Let's see what you written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Thomas. This one might be even better than yesterday's. Boy! How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique was worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visually swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. It's cute. So kawaii. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really want to write for myself. And besides, people would laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Aw, cute and shit. This one's... ooh. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of the raccoon outside my window. I hope that was the right word. Scuttering? Scurrying? That was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments of its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Laravian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. Okay. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit close to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I can take them at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me and indulge my unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Thomas? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. Best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Cool. Let's do the same order pretty much. So we're putting out Suki last. Fuck you. ... Oh! I like this one, Thomas. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. I think it's real about like pain and shit. What the hell? I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't you just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No, I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Thomas. Never ever. For never ever. Yeah, I guess so. I made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, of good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Well, wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see what you liking something sad, Yuri. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sub poem can give the rain cloud. A sub poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. I was butchering English to the maximum, so. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Yeah, I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Thomas. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? God damn, these are getting longer. Bottles! I pop off... Wait, what? Scalp. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. To reach inside my thumb and my forefinger to pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle and keep myself safe. And I put the bottle on my shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow off the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frankly pull them down from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. What? Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. See that? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's just because I'm used to you being all cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Well, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You're getting pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Suri has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. One of these times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes me hard for me to be pessimistic. Hi again, Thomas. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Aha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... Alright. Great job, Thomas. I was going, oh, my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha, that's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Suri, who likes using simple, indirect words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when the reader is left to desire their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, allowing people to analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Oh, that's what fell. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony? I don't know. Of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, shine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Wait, what? Meaningless? Load me. That's interesting. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. This kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the spatial words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. Why is everyone saying magic? The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract and physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's my Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, you never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks. Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this unless you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops, short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Wait, what are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of thing. This angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean you looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shows a poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stone poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a youngster girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Aw. Okay, everyone, I didn't get to read her poem. Fuck you, bitch. We're all done reading each other's poems, you right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come, sit in the front of the room. It's about the festival. Well, sort of. Do you really have to really do this? She's a bitch. Fuck you. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We have to end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Yeah, that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with that last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Suri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. We'll talk more about this in the next episode, since we read these poems. I think it's kind of interesting that she immediately says I'm trying to impress her, which I'm kind of doing. But she likes that, and everyone else likes my poems, except her. The 2 times I've written these poems, fucking this bitch right here, Natsuki, you can eat a dick. I'm trying to make friends here. I'd like to impress the 3 other chicks, and Natsuki can eat a dick. But that's just what I have to say for it now. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Woo.